So we are here to bring awareness. Today is National Infant Loss Awareness Day. Both of our babies are born sleeping in the 37th week and the 39th week. We just wanted to bring a little awareness to it and talk about struggles that people don't know about and help other mothers that are going through this or have gone through this and don't know that they're not alone. From your doctor, you're told in the 12th week that if you make it past 12 weeks, you're safe. And in the 20th week, you find out about any complications you may have, but you're never told you can make it all the way to the end and still not have your child here physically with you. So in terms of bringing awareness and support, Yanina and I met through a support group and find it extremely helpful to talk about our realities and continue letting people know that it's okay to do so daily. So my daughter's name was Livia, and I'll pass to Yanina here.
Hi, thank you. So my daughter's name was Amelia. She was born in May of this year, and Kristen and I actually just met shortly after she was born. And we're both so grateful for the support that is out there, and it's support you never think you need, right? As Kristen said, you don't know about these things. People don't talk about it, and then you start to educate yourself because you have to, because you're in that situation, and you hear that 1 in 160 have a stillbirth, yet there was no one in my friendship circle I could actually talk to about this who truly understood how I was feeling. But then luckily, obviously, there are things like the internet, and you connect with so many other people. I wanted to read something that I came across just this week because so many people are raising awareness, which is just a wonderful thing. But also, sometimes people don't quite know who the awareness is for. And I think this quote from a book by Zoe Adele really captures it well. So I'm going to read it. Baby loss awareness is not for parents who've gone through loss. Let me explain what I mean by that. Bereaved parents don't need a special day or week to remember. They remember their child 365 days a year, whether the world acknowledges their loss or not. Whether the baby has been lost early or late in pregnancy, at birth or in early years, they remember. Baby loss awareness is about shining a light on this subject, a subject that so many are afraid of and so many run from. But I want to say this, baby loss is not just a story of grief, of pain, and of tears. It's a story of love, of celebration, of becoming parents. It's a place where grief and love collide. It's where dreams lie shattered on the floor, but simultaneously where a new view of life can be birthed. It's only when the silent scream has been released from your soul, when your heart has been broken in two, that you discover this depth of love and pain even exists. So when the tears are falling, smiles are also breaking forth.
I'm surprised you made it through the reading. I wouldn't have been able to do that.
It was hard, but it is so beautiful. It's something we talk about a lot as well, right? This sad reality that you're in, and obviously you're mourning every day, you're grieving, but still there is joy, there is fun. Like when we're together, we laugh and we can still appreciate life despite everything that has happened to us.
It's learning to put that new feeling with your pre-existing personality, right? And then it's a mesh of a new person, really.
Yeah. I think this is what I found really the hardest, realizing that I'm not going to be the same person again. And not that I miss the old Yanina, but it's just so strange to realize that the way you look at the world is just so different, and that a lot of people probably won't be able to fully empathize and understand.
Right. And you do feel a little bit that you need to explain to people that, maybe how you would react to something before doesn't happen anymore, or just the little things, I guess, don't get to you as much. You're definitely a new person.
I also sometimes feel when I'm at work and I'm encountering someone new that I need to provide context around why I am the way I am. And maybe to other people it's not obvious, but to me, for sure, it is obvious. But I often feel that need of, I think I need to tell them why, why
It
I'm
like
being-
bubbles up a little bit,
yeah.
like doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, different things that come up after the loss. Right. You're like, okay, I need to kind of explain why I'm going to react this way, or how this could be triggering to me. Like what's something that's triggering to you?
I mean, so often just getting the question, do you have children, happened this week. And again, we talked about this, but
Yeah.
I was filling out the survey and the question was asked, do you have children? Yes or no? And, it's a really hard question to answer. Obviously, it's a yes for me. And I said yes. But then the follow-up question is, how many children live at home? And, there was no answer for me because there wasn't a zero. And
Right.
it's just like so unaware of the situation that I'm a parent, but I
And
don't.
then it makes you second guess yourself.
Yeah.
You're like, do I click the back button and change my answer because it's just not an option to put zero?
Yeah.
But you can't do that.
Yeah, but like this question, do you have children, is one I fear every day when I'm in a new situation, when I'm in a social situation, like networking dinners at work. I'm just literally the whole time waiting for the question to come up. And then it doesn't come up. And sometimes I want that invitation to actually talk about Amelia.
Right. You want to talk about her. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, those things can be triggering. Just dates are always triggering for me. Anything connected to her birthday, the numbers, like I'm so fixated on the numbers now. Definitely.
Yeah.
How about you?
I agree with the number as well. She was born 3 days before my birthday, and this year was my 30th. So it's forever changed. Not the number 30, but just the big celebrations. 4th of July was the big holiday after. Nothing felt like, I didn't feel like I wanted to go out and light fire, just it was different. Triggers when somebody says, one day you'll understand, or one day when you have kids. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess one of the things you learn, and again, I was never aware of this, but I heard this quote after, is pregnancy is a hope, not a promise. So any of these statements where people assume I will have a family and assume I will have a child in my arms, like, of course I want it. And of course I hope that, but like the assumption that, everyone just has this happy path and gets there really frustrates me. And in a way, like, I don't want to jinx it, but I want it so much. So it's all of these strange feelings that I feel. But there's so many things people say just every day that are so well intended, but just still so hurtful or annoying or frustrating.
Right.
Like, everything happens for a reason is one that I struggle with a lot. It just
We'll never know the reason. You just,
yeah.
it's, yeah.
Or it wasn't meant to be. Again, hard one for me. The other one, which I find hard, which I didn't expect to be so hard, is you're strong. Because I don't see myself as strong. Like, I see myself as struggling every day, and like the reality I live in, and what's going on in my own head. Like, I don't feel strong. I remember in the beginning, so many people told me, "Oh, it looks like you're coping well," and it's just like, is this a compliment or is this an insult? I don't know, but like, I don't feel about saying this because it doesn't reflect my reality.
Right. It's like, you want to maintain a good headspace, right? You want to keep going. You want to go back to work. You want to smile and laugh sometimes. But the feeling never goes away. So when people do say like, oh, you're moving on, or you're getting through this, or you're exactly what you just said, that's a trigger in itself, because it makes you reflect like, okay, what do I appear like? Because I don't feel that way, you know? It does get a little lighter after time. It's not as heavy. That is the truth, but it never goes away.
Yeah. But still, I always feel the journey is so unpredictable. And you feel like some weeks you're doing much better, and then you just have this big setback, and you feel so emotional again. Like I felt maybe around like 2 months to 3 months, I was fine. But when the 3-month anniversary hit, I thought it was incredibly challenging for me. That felt like such a big milestone. And then I was fine again, but then recently it got a lot harder again. So it's definitely not that you just gradually get better. You definitely get setbacks.
I'm actually nervous for the 1 year, like, because everyone does this big picture with their baby, you know, like that. We won't have that. Yeah.
I think also all the holidays that are coming up, I'm dreading, because, you know, last year at this time we were both pregnant, and we're imagining what this year would be like, you know, this Thanksgiving, this Christmas. And now I just want to do things that don't even remind me of Christmas. I don't want to have a typical Christmas.
I think last year my tree was up before Thanksgiving. And this year, I mean, the world's just different, which suits what, you know, we went through a different scenario than we pictured. But yeah, there is a lot more doubting, a lot more nervousness of how will it be. Yeah. Big celebrations in general. So yeah, so today is the National Remembrance Day. And what most organizations do is at 7 p.m. they light a candle, and we ask that, you know, those watching, supporting, experiencing, light a candle with us at 7. We'll light ours now to end the awareness. Just in remembrance, a wave of light, so we're all connected and we all feel connected, even to the babies that aren't here. So, my lighter was on.
As a fireproof thing, and I can't work it. It's obviously hilarious.
Fire hazard.
Mine is not working. It's obviously not well prepared. Okay, we're getting there. But such is life, right?
Your next gift for me is a lighter, by the way. So this is for Olivia and Amelia.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
Thanks.